exchange of jump shots, and Lucas gets a good look at this one ball. 2 may pass the 5 into the center pocket, but I was going to say position might be difficult. Looks like he's got the cue ball up far enough, but that 6 may have come to disturb him.
Well, is he going to run the cue ball into the 2 ball? Oh, he's missed the jump.
He has to. I don't think it passes the 7, which would be the obvious pocket, but a cut into the center and then avoids this bottom right corner.
Yeah, it was all about the 2 there. Overall run out. Well, there's some traveling to do back and forth from the 4 to the 5 and back up for the 6.
As you can see from there, the 6 passes the 9 as well, which keeps the Panda's options open. This has to be played very delicately.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised he chose to play the short side of the 4, but he has managed it nicely, used the angle to run the cue ball back down. A bit of a tester maybe, not sure if he can get close enough to the 7. He's even left himself a little bit more angle on the 7 ball.
Yes, come center table. However, could leave on the 8. Just catching the spin and avoiding the 8. And that's actually not a bad spot at all. Solid. You were right, Tim. It was all up to that 2 ball. Mario Hay takes the opening rack in our first set, and we were a little bit late to play, and that meant other matches had already kicked off on our other TV table. We have a mammoth matchup between Jason Shaw and Joshua Filler. Well, Joshua's taken the first set, and the second set is well underway. If you want to keep up to date with the scores, not just on the TV tables, but on all the tables and the 3 events taking place over the 5 days, please do visit ProBilliardSeries.com. And if you're watching now or in the future on Pro Billiard TV, please do like, share and subscribe. Really do means a lot to us here. And well, Mario may be bringing a little bit of rhythm still with him, even off the back of a loss in the doubles. Winner breaks, so be looking to steal a little march early on in this first set. Breaking near the center.
Yeah, always has a big break, gets the balls moving. I've seen him make plenty of balls on the break in his opening match. But I kind of feel like this match might be completely different from the opening match. At some point, we were talking about the curse of the purple 4, which hopefully this is not going to happen to these 2 players at the table.
No, not at all. Oh, he's gone for the one there. I understood why. The 6 is in a tricky spot, but he came round nice for the 2. Did the 3 come to his rescue? I'm not too sure it has. The 9 and 10 might be blocking the cue ball on its path around the table. Well, he's played the cue ball great there, Tim. I can't help but feel that was dicing with death, because if it had gone in off the 4 and potted that 1 ball, he would have been left himself in a really tricky spot on the 2. It's worked out very well for him.
Yeah, playing a bit with fire there. Oh, this is delicate too. Look at this. Wow. That's a great hit. But that's also, Lucas has had some time to practice before the match, and he was doing all kind of shots. He was kicking the balls a bit. He was actually playing the shootout, the sudden death shot. He was practicing. So he definitely will have some feel for the table. And Mario just came from a different table. Scratches directly into the corner.
Yeah, that is not the direction he wanted the cue ball to go. He was looking to bring it behind the 9 again to put Lucas in another difficult position. But now, ball in hand. Well, maybe it's Mario's turn to be put in a pickle. Well, you were talking, Tim, about getting that cue ball close to an object ball to stop and prevent the jump shot from your opponent. That's how you do it.
Well, he still does have an edge. Oh, and twice in the same corner he scratched.
Ooh. Really good hit on the 1, but hit it so full that it's followed it in. A little bit of a smile on Mario's face there. You couldn't really accommodate for that. But again, for the second time, ball in hand. Not really much option to go for the 3 foul here, or is there? Behind the 5, perhaps.
Oh, that's what he's playing, but that is definitely not there. This 2 ball is still awkward. You could possibly scratch if you kick at it. You might even have a little smidge of the 2.
Needs the 10 to come to his rescue. Tap on the table from Lucas there suggests that he did.
2 balls, side pocket.
Maybe not even enough for the bank, Tim.
Oh, watch that cue ball. Down the drain. What's happening with that cue ball? Is there a magnet in there? That's 3 times a scratch in that top right corner.
Yeah. For the first time, it's Lucas to do it. And Mario gets ball in hand. That 4 ball is still looking like trouble. He's either, I was going to say, looking at coming in between the 4 and the 7 here to play the combination onto the 5. That's where he's looking at. I don't know, I'd like to have been straighter on this.
Wow, look at this. I really wasn't expecting him to take that on, but he must have found something. Some kind of confidence.
Well, you said it earlier in this rack, Tim. He's going a little bit more at it. Caution to the wind? I don't think so. Mario's too good a player for that. But he certainly seems to have a bit of aggression about him. Maybe a little point to prove after his last match. Yeah, takes the extension off of his cue. Has a bit of an angle here to pop it off the long rail out towards the center of the table, and looks like he's getting a bit of mojo about him, Tim. Oh,
well, no mojo for him. Oh, and he's catching a roll. Like, this is what I mean. He's like supposed to make it, I feel, almost. So, there is something in the air. This is, yeah, I don't know. It's leaving me speechless.
Well, we saw it a bit in the last match as well. Victor Zielinski, someone who very rarely misses, missed 2 shots in that match that you would have put your house on. So clearly there is something in the air.
Yeah, but it has been happening to certain players, because some of them, like for example Sofia Mast, played a really good match earlier on, and I mean Roberto Gomez struggled in the singles, but in the doubles played well too. So just like I mentioned, I don't know really what it is. The one thing we know is that Lucas gets going by kind of stealing this rack.
Yeah, as Angelo Williams from the USA gives the chalk back to him. Yeah, that was Mario to go 2-0 up, and it isn't that way. And Tim needs a race to 4s, best of 3 sets. Winner breaks. Little mistakes like that can get punished, but to do that, you really need to get your break working, and well, we'll get a good chance now to see how Lucas's break is now working. As we both mentioned, he's had a good lot of practice time on this table as we were waiting for Mario to complete his mixed doubles Jack's Open match. I think the 1 was going on the cut break into the centre pocket. It got knocked out the way by the 2, and the 2 decided to go in the centre pocket instead, so he remains at the table, but not with a real good look on the 1. Maybe he's called the bank, maybe with an element of safety in mind.
Yeah, I think he's just bringing the 1 past the side pocket. More of a 1 pocket shot, really. Just moving the balls in a favorable position, but it will be easy to hit for Mario, and he's definitely not going to kick this soft. We have a good chance to bring the 1 ball back to the other side of the table, where there's 6-7 balls laying. He actually did kick that soft, and I'm a little bit surprised why.
Yeah, there was going to be no chance of a ball getting back up the low end of the table. Oh, where's the cue ball, Tim? Oh, that's a misjudgment by Lucas there. The American made a good pot on the 1, going to be getting close to the middle pocket. As it happened, it scratched, and well, that's not going to be the way for him to keep his momentum, giving ball in hand to his opponent. Well, he had a look at the 5. The 5 does go to the bottom right, but it also could make a combination on the 10, and that might be what he's looked at. Early 10s in this Jacks Men's Open format.
10 ball corner pocket.
He's a bit off angle though. Needs to cut the 5 ball slightly more to the left to make the 10. Good news is you could actually play this with the element of safety, as the 5 is tracking to the left of the 9. So you can just completely focus on cutting the 5 into the 10. And there he goes. Just a shocking scratch really from Fracasso VERNER. Score now 2-1 for the Panda.
Yeah, and talking of scores, Tim, the match on table 1 has actually completed. Joshua Filler winning what looks comfortably over Jason Shaw by 2-0. I can imagine they didn't take long. Both them players played quick. We come back to this opening set of this winners qualification match. And Hay to break, leading 2 racks to 1. Oh, made balls on the break. However, one of them, Tim, was the cue ball, and that's not good enough.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, the last tournaments we've seen everybody break from the side. Mario, one of them breaking from the center, and I mean, it's really been working. And the only thing is, as you mentioned, the cue ball. You gotta watch the cue ball a bit with more traffic. You kind of have to take the risk. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Looked really hard for him to avoid that 6. I think he was just hoping to get an edge of it, because he put spin on the cue ball, so a rail afterwards could have encouraged the cue ball up towards the 5. This is a real tricky shot if he is to take it on. He did.
And he actually, it's actually sad how well he's hit it and what he's given away for Mario.
Yeah, he didn't have much distance to get that cue ball up and over the 6. Really good hit, but that 4 ball has just laid up very nicely over the center pocket. The cue ball will be running down towards the 7. Not too sure how softly he could want to play this.
Well, it's a bit of a tester. The only good news is, drop the ball in, you're guaranteed to be on the 6. Like, don't overdo it.
Looks like he's got the 3 rail. Looks to come behind the 2 or bank the 2 into that middle pocket. Got the double kiss. Where's the cue ball? It hasn't finished behind the 5.
It's kind of alright. I mean, you have to drop it in soft, always a bit uncomfortable. You're gonna have to leave yourself a longer 3 ball. He's hit it a bit thin. Well, he's already dropping down, but this is not a hanger by any means.
Oh, made it look a hanger though, Tim. And even though we didn't have a break, there was a short pause between the first set and the second set kicking off. Maybe Lucas has had a little word with himself. And I said, well, Maria's going to go on the offense. Maybe that's what I'm going to have to do too.
Yeah, sorry if you've been experiencing some issues. Not really sure what happened there. There might have been the chance that you've missed the ending of the first set. Mario has won the first set 4-2. This is the first rack. Getting Davis and myself, Tim de Ruiter, still in the booth. You're not gonna get rid of us for this match. And Lucas playing a bit faster, looking to take the lead.
Yeah. Mario Haight took the first set. In convincing style, it has to be said, 4-1. This is a best of 3 sets, race to 4. Important Lucas gets the best of starts here. Looks like he's done that. That will be a good momentum boost for him here. It's winner breaks format. A referee for this match handing the chalk back to Lucas from the USA, Angela Williams. Very well experienced ref. All the players know her well. Just taking a closer look at Lucas there. Doesn't seem to have dropped his head at all. And certainly is the caliber of player.
I just realized why he took off his glove, Geth. Wakey for me. Well, he's been using carbon on the break, so he probably prefers to play carbon with the glove, but he's playing a wood shaft on his playing cue, so he's taking it off on the wood shaft. That makes complete sense, but I just... Oh, look at the cue ball. Ooh. Well, that worked out. Did he get something on the 1 ball? I don't think so.
It looked like it bounced out. At least enough to see an edge. He's back to his wooden shafts, and that would suggest he doesn't need his jump stick, but that's a great spot, Tim. He has left his glove on for now. He's played the push.
He was so afraid of a 4-10 early win, 4-10 combination, that he's left Mario, well, definitely not an easy shot by any means. But Mario could also play safe. There is options. And I kind of like going at this. Stunning into the left long rail. Only get to the right side of the 6. You're most likely to be on the 6 ball, but Mario's bringing the cue ball under the 10. Which should be a high percentage too, and I think he's played it well. Yeah. Not frozen though, so the jump cue is with Lucas there. Yeah, still plenty of traffic left on the table as well. If
if he's able to play, as he was looking at there, a 2-rail kick and stick, or even glance off the edge of the one, there's a good chance he could get a couple of balls in between. Oh, and I don't think the glance off the 8's going to help him there. Good hit, one. But again, Mario back to the table with a good look at it. Well, Tim's
this time
turned down. Yeah, he turned it down, Tim, and locked him up.
Yeah, sometimes it's a great skill to know when to go and when not to go. And Lucas is now pushing the 2 together with the 5. Kinda like that play. The only problem is Mario could bank the 1 ball down table, draw the cue ball in behind the 3 ball, and then a possible third is coming.
We saw an attempt at a 3-foul rule in our earlier matchup in the Jacks Mixed Doubles Open, and the young Sophia Mast played one hell of a shot to avoid getting into that sticky situation. Her and her partner Roberta Gomez progressing through to the next round, bringing it back to this winner's qualification match. Ooh.
Yeah, and they're making a mess out of this. Now, I do like to shoot the 1 off the 5 and stick the cue ball with the 8, like a 1-pocket shot. Could even draw the cue ball back slightly under the 2. This might leak out.
Good call. Yeah, that was a good call, Tim. He hasn't locked the cue ball up against the blue 2, which may give Lucas a shot. He's having a look. He's brought both sticks, fully prepared to go airborne, but no, there's an edge. Angela looking on as Lucas again has left Mario in a good position here, and you feel that a good 2 to 3 and he would be favourite in the second rack of the second set.
Oh, he's played a good shot there. Did not have to do too much with the cue ball. Played it nicely along the rail. If he can get straight-ish on the 4, he can play the 5 in the side and follow up to play the 6 in the opposite side. If he doesn't want to be too risky, could indeed go 2 rails around the 5 ball where the cue ball is now.
Yeah, played that perfect pace. Pretty much straight on this 5 now. Well, a good response here from Mario. Did have a chance in the first rack as well. the 8 ball in and leaves himself a nice, easy 10 ball. And takes the second rack in the second set, brings score back to 1 apiece. Winner breaks, it will be Mario to break. So not letting Lucas get away in the second set. That's what Lucas will want to be doing. Looks like the next round of matches, even though this one was delayed, will be commencing. More action on our other TV tables. We have one with commentary, table 1, and another one without, table 3. And here on table 2, myself, Gethin Davis, and Tim DeLauter, as Mario the Panda Hay breaks off in this third rack. He leads 1-0. 1 apiece in the second set, and that cue ball scratched in the center.
Yeah, not the first time, and look at this, 110 up for grabs.
I actually was more looking at the pathway alongside it for the 1, but clearly, yeah, well spotted, Tim. An early 10 ball, give him the win, and get straight back out into a 2-1 lead. Nothing Mario can do, but very opportunistic. And well, you have to say, scratch on the break, punished. And we get back to Lucas with the break. This race to 4 format is really exciting, Tim. I like it with the hand rack. Sort of really keeps it bouncing to and fro. No one, well, I say no one really running away with the momentum. We did see Roberto Gomez and Sofia Mast win 4-0, 4-0. That wasn't just due to getting the break working, that was due to some great play. Lucas looking to get on the hill here, quick.
Oh, he slips one in. A shot on the 1 ball. Will we see a safety behind the 10 ball, or is he going to try and figure out the run out? If you look at how the 3 and the 5 are laying, I wouldn't say it's a very favorable position.
Not much value going for this. Looking to freeze the cue ball on the 10. I don't think it's frozen, but oh, look where he's left the 3 ball. The 6 has come back up alongside it. It's tucked right in between the 6 and 5 there. He's going 3 rails, Tim. Ooh. Oh, I think he's just missed it and caught the 5 instead. Oh, wasn't far away.
Well, I have a feeling we know what's coming next. I think I would like to bank the 3 ball 1 rail under the 9 though. Or is he going aggressive? He is going aggressive. I'm a bit surprised there. Still needs to get nicely on the 7 to be able to bring the cue ball back up table for the 8.
I like it though. Wants to grab this second set by the horns, and well, putting his opponent in difficult spots is part of the challenge. But if you get a chance and you can clear up, gotta go for it. It's a nice pace, I think, Tim. Is it?
Well, he's dropping down like the option is easy. Needed to put a big draw on there. I mean, I'm probably lazy. I probably would have liked to play a stop shot early on with the safety. He definitely made some work at this. Managing well.
Yeah, and this is all helping with just building his confidence. Not that he doesn't lack confidence, but you are in a match. You are trailing 1-0 in sets in a best of 3. But there's 10 ball, Tim. We'll get Lucas Fracasso Werner on the hill in this second set. His opponent still only on 1 in this race to 4. So real good signs for Lucas here, and winner breaks. We got us a match, Tim. We got us a match.
Well, you know the saying, it ain't over till that little chubbier lady sinks, so who knows? Mario could come back in this set.
Well, we know what he's capable of. Lucas will not want to give him an inch. But it will all start with the break. And both players, 96 entrants into this Jack's Men's Open event. There's a prize pot of $100,000 out there for them to get a chunk of. This is winner's qualification. Well, good contact on the break, Tim. Didn't scratch either. Cue ball behaved, but nothing dropping, and that one was not in a bad spot. I didn't really get a look at the rest of the table, but he certainly got a good opener.
Yeah, and what else would be the challenge? I mean, if you think about it, slight draw on this. I think I would have liked to be a bit straighter, unless he's going. Is he going forward to play the 3 ball in the side, or is he trying to stun and not hit the 5 ball? Looks like it. Oh, how nicely has he not run into the 5? And now with this angle, well, he's going to play this 4 to the center, but needs to be straight as possible. Doesn't want to land with an angle going to the top. It's not preferred.
That's not bad. It gives him the right angle to stun over to the long rail. Won't mind finishing straight on the 5.
Now, next question, does the 8 go to the top left? I mean, you're most likely to play the 8 to the top right, but I'm saying, what if you land straight or a slight angle on the 7?
Certainly be nice for him to have options. Does look like he's going to try and stun over to the top. Wow. I thought he was going to stun it a little bit more to get a bit more of an angle. This should be more than enough though, Tim.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. So now a chance to pull one back. He is 2 frames away, 2 racks away to come back and still play himself into the last 32 single elimination stage.
Yeah, good point. Not over for the loser, but a longer route to come. Mario, who's played a couple more matches than his opponent, would certainly enjoy not having extra matches added to the agenda. It's come back nicely for this 10, Tim. You said he still has a chance of coming back in this second set. This is part 1.
Well, a lot is going to depend on this break. We know Mario's been breaking the balls quite well. Certainly capable of making a couple on the break. I mean, obviously I'm rooting to have this as a shootout, so I'm wanting this to go to a decider. But you just never know, you cannot count him out.
Don't show all your aces, Tim. But yeah, I'm with you 100% there. I fully know what Mario's capable of with the cue ball at his hand. Lucas's opponent only needs to win one more to take the second set. Mario will need to take the next 2. He's made balls. He's back at the table. With no look at the 2.
Push out.
Yeah, looking for a good position to push to here. Looks like he's going to push it into the open.
Yeah, but you kind of feel like you cannot push to something like this. I mean, the cue ball, if you bank the 2 ball towards the 6, the cue ball automatically runs like 2 rails behind the 9-7. I would say it's a pretty big ball to play, even if you play it softly towards the 6. Well,
Great call, Tim.
Even got the notch off the 6, and he's got the double hook. I mean, I think that was a bit too easy to give to your opponent.
Yeah, good spot, Tim. Real good spot. I'm just looking to see if the 1 cushion escape is there. Don't think it is. Is that 3 blocking it? Or can he load up with left-hand side? Oh, the thinnest of edges, Tim.
And almost same spot with the cue ball.
Well, the ball, 2 ball did move a little bit. Going for a similar shot. Got it a bit thicker.
Oh, it's gonna leak out.
Yeah. Picked up a bit of check side there. Otherwise, he would have had the 4 in the way, Tim.
No, this combination is there. Just gotta control the 2. Oh, and he's dragged it too much. Like, he's missed it by... I mean, he almost banked the 8 out. It's like... This has nothing to do with the cloth, the rails, the balls. Like, this was just on the aiming spot. Completely mishit. Hopefully you can hear that I'm just shocked that Mario played a shot like that, you know? Like, he's never played this kind of level against me, you know? Unfortunately, I had my paddies kicked a couple times, so...
Well, the Panda had come straight into this match off the back of the doubles match. Maybe a bit of fatigue in play. Didn't really have chance to kill off, and more importantly, they didn't take a break between the sets. So, always something to have to consider. Mario going over the 4 here.
Cue ball behind the 8. Oh, he's caught the double kiss. Any luck? Oh, what a diss. I would count this as any luck, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't seem happy, but maybe that's just because the shot he had intended to play hadn't panned out, but he's left his opponent in a tricky spot. He's jumping over the 9. It's called a bank shot into the top left pocket.
Oh.
Was close, Tim. Was very close. The cue ball has sort of stayed around the short rail, but this is just off straight.
Oh. Well, I was actually considering just babying the ball in and hopefully, you know, make the ball. He said, let's put a little bit more stroke in it to make the pocket a little tighter. That was an excellent cueing. I mean, he's hit that really well. Now, with this shape, he can give himself a nice angle on the 6 to cross over to the 7. And then we might be in for a heel set.
Yeah, we might indeed. And you're quite right, that 7 is just hiding behind the 9 up there. So, position from the 6 to 7 needs to be good. He's just come around for another look there.
Oh, good run, the cue ball, like low left. Long rail, short rail, top short rail. Leave the 7 in the left center. This time no big strokes, just making sure to make the ball. He has come up a bit short.
Yeah, he's going to have to work for it if he wants to get this second set to hill. Just really, if he decides to go for the center pocket, cue ball should track around nicely, maybe around 3 rails for the 8.
Yeah, perfect. Could have chosen to play that plain ball and leave more distance, but I like the fact that he chose to just keep playing the same style. You know, at some point you don't want to keep telling yourself just make the ball, because it kind of gives you extra attention. If you just tell yourself, listen, this is the shape I'm gonna play, just stick with somewhat of a plan and then focus on trying to make the ball. Takes the pressure off a bit. He still landed funny, Kath.
Yeah, he's not getting it his own way. We just had a look over at Lucas there. He must be very disappointed to be facing the threat of going to the hill. He's looking quite comfortable. Mario has finished in the halfway line here. He's gone for the thin cut on the top left by the looks of it. Oh, he's played it well, but the cue ball maybe has been sacrificed a bit. I believe he called the centre pocket. He's changed his mind, Tim. He's going for the cross bank into the left centre. Oh, he's changed his mind again. Keeping Angela Williams on her toes.
Oh, and it just stayed up. It just stayed up. This is unreal.
Well, how indecisive can you get? And that 10 ball may not have leaked too far up. Is the cut on?
And watch the scratch. There's no scratch, so it is Lucas Fracasso VERNER who's tying the score at 1 each. 1 set each. How did he survive that set? And I actually have a feeling both players are just still continuing, so that means they've been playing for a bit now. No more breaks. And Mario, he's probably disgusted.
Yeah. Well, a bit of an early Christmas present for Lucas Fracasso VERNER there. He won't mind opening that early. And well, we're into a third set, Tim. I'm not gonna call it. I have to say, in summary, I would say Mario's probably been playing the stronger, but in that second set, Lucas did come up with a couple of big shots, and it looked like he'd made a decision to get on the offense. Rode his luck a bit with Mario letting him get off the hill to the win. So here we go. Third set of this winner's qualification, the Jacks Men's Open. 1-1 sets. Mario Hay to break. Mesmerized by the 9 ball from the overhead view there, spinning its way over towards the top left corner. Mario also entranced by it, but it didn't drop. And nice look at the 1 here. The 2 may not pass the 6, but options for Lucas here, Tim.
Yeah, instantly played for the 2-9 combo. Cue ball ran way too far. It will be trickier to actually hold for shape on the 2 ball after the combination.
Only just now noticed his gloves back off. Oh, this is a bit tricky. This is a bit tricky, Tim. That 10 ball looks really big where it's sat at. Did he call the 10?
No. I was actually thinking about this because he had no future to get on the 3 ball.
Getting halfway through day 2 of this 5-day event. Starting to see a bit more crowd in the audience. That's only going to get better and better. Tomorrow, it gets even better. We have the 2025 Kamui Women's World Championships kicking off. A lot of them players have got off today in their mixed doubles matches. But it's going to be an exciting day of play tomorrow as well. Containing safety from Mario there. Distance between the ball. And I'm just wondering, Tim, where that 5 is. If he will go for a defensive shot here.
Oh, Mario might be able to double bank this ball away.
Yeah.
The other option is he could cut the 3 ball into the 4 with top right spin and bring the cue ball 2 rails under the 5-10.
Yeah, they both popped off the cushion a little bit there, and maybe enough for a good look at a pot in the centre pocket. Just having a look away at the shot clock. Both players under a shot clock here. Have one extension per rack each. Cluster of 3 there, could use the 6 to great effect. Didn't. Look to bring the 5 and 10 into play, Tim. And from that overhead, looks like he's done that to great effect.
Yeah, jump cue coming out. This is a tough one though. Long distance, a bit of cut. Don't want to stun the ball too much because you still would want to have shape on the floor. So he left the gap on.
Oh, he's having a close look, Tim. That looks rather thin, to be fair. That 6 is going to hamper the one cushion escape if he came on the left long rail, so he's going to find this gap.
He took the gamble and he's straight in on the 3 ball.
Oh, that's not a bad result at all, Tim. Doesn't need to do too much. Was jacking up a bit, made it a bit trickier. Got away with it a bit. Is he looking tired there, Tim?
It's just... I have a feeling the nerves are coming quite a bit. I mean, Mario missing that 3 ball by that much, I'm a bit surprised. Now this safety not landing behind the 6, I'm a bit surprised as well. Kind of fortunate to not leave it over the side pocket.
Yeah, I don't think he could have done much more than that. It was really tricky where the 3 had laid up next to the 4. This is very cuttable.
Yeah, I like the defense they're playing. I'm just wondering, like, I really liked to cut that ball in, like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I just...
That felt like the moment.
I'm at the point where I'm about to start sending them a message and ask, like, hey, are you okay? Like, I don't know.
I'm not too sure if these Predator Apex tables are coin mechanismed, but they're playing as if it's their last $2 in the table.
See, like this too. Like he's supposed to get past the side, right?
Yeah, indeed.
It's just... Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can get going about this for another hour, but it's kind of worrying. Just got the speed right here. 6 might not go to the bottom right, so might have to stun to the right side of the 6 ball.
Yeah, it looks like he's just got the cue ball back under control. Really important to do that. towards the closing stages. Did look like he was chasing it a little bit there, but as in our second set, would be ideally liking to get off to the best start by taking the opening rack. Yeah, come around nicely for this, Tim, and Lucas Fracasso-Vernier looks to take the first rack in this third and deciding set. It's winner breaks, so advantage to him somewhat. Both players not getting their breaks really working 100%, but that's been the wonder of this tournament with the hand rack. So we just get the stats back up. Also, just to let you know, if you want to keep an eye on the schedule, as we are a little bit behind on table 2, just have a little look over at ProBilliardSeries.com website with quick links to all 3 tournaments being played here in Jacksonville at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. And also, if you're watching now or in the future on Pro Billiard TV, please do like, share and subscribe. We really do appreciate the support. As we get back to Lucas, breaking in the deciding set, he leads 1 rack to 0. That 7 was going until the cue ball got in the way, Tim, and that's turned what would have been a quite nice break into a dry break, and Mario's back at the table.
Yeah, now he is on the 1. The 2 does go in the corner. 3-5 might be available. It's a bit tricky though. I mean, some breathing space when you get on the 4.
Just wondering what sort of angle he's left here. He might be able to just run through into the 3-5. Looks thin gap through there past the 9, past the 8, sorry. Yeah, maybe it wasn't even on. But what he has done is left a tricky spot for Lucas here. He's certainly taken, I would have said he had taken the 1 rail escape, but I do like this overhead view. That 1 railer does look on, Tim.
Yeah, married the cue ball with the 8. And it would be unfortunate if the 2-9 actually, yeah, he only has to make a hit, and I feel like the 9 will go just not too firm. And a little fuller. Well, there's always something, isn't it?
Yeah, he rolled over the top of it. Did threaten the scratch, but the cue ball stayed out. Has left a look at this 2, and it's close to the 3, so that probably going to make contact with the 3. That does make this a bit dangerous. He was jacking up to try and keep the cue ball back a bit. And that made it a tough shot. Not too sure the 3 goes into that corner pocket, so still a problem out there, and this isn't an easy 2 for Mario here. Oh, he's unlucky there, Tim. What a cut.
Well, this match certainly feels like a 50-50 at this point. I mean, Crazy safety shots, weird positions all over now. Wow.
Oh, that was very nice. Cue ball just hitting the jaw of the center pocket there and checking up nicely onto the 4. Lucas is not getting any rolls, it feels, at the moment. Although he is leading 1-0 in this final deciding set. Yeah, he missed it, Tim. It was a tough shot. That will give ball in hand to Mario. And good spread of the balls here. He's just looking at where he wants to get on the 4 to ensure shape on the 5. That may be his key shot here.
Well, he's landed a bit short. Can he run the cue ball still around the 7-3 rails? I think that's what he's looking for.
Yep, come around nicely for the 6. And well, Lucas was not wanting to let Mario get back in it. He threatened even getting back in to the second set, so Mario maybe looking to put himself back in the driver's seat here.
A bit of a cut on the 8. Should be okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I was waiting for something to happen because I said it should be okay.
The middle pocket was hoping. Well, this is going to keep it a nail biter, Tim. Mario Hay takes the second rack, brings the score back to 1 apiece. We're in the deciding set of this winners qualification match here in Jacksonville, Florida for the Jacks Men's Open. And well, we have to bring it up, ladies and gentlemen. There is a chance, and if it does go to Hill in this deciding set, these players will go to a shootout. And, well, let me tell you, that is exciting for us and you all at home. But it can be an absolute nervous wreck for the players. On the TV table as well, Tim. However, that would be 4 racks away from here. Mario Hay up to break. Winner breaks. Scores back to 1 apiece. Breaking out towards the side, Tim.
Yeah, also one of the things why the racks have been getting more messy, more trouble on the table, is the fact that Mario went breaking from the side.
think Lucas thought that was a dry break. He came out the chair and Mario went, no, I'm still here. Clearly keen to get back into this third deciding set. Little edge for Mario here. Needs the 3 to come in the way, and I'm not too sure it has. Or maybe it has. There's a couple of problems out there as well, Tim. So a little safety battle wouldn't do any harm. I'm not too sure. Oh, that looks safe. Yeah, you can see from the overhead there. Maybe just could see the left edge of this one.
Wow, look at that cue ball. Top right spin, check the cue ball off the second rail. He's got the full cover behind the 6. Cannot imagine Lucas kicking at this. The problem with the jump is if you make the jump, I'm not sure if you can actually hold to still have the 2 ball in the same corner.
No, you're right, Tim. And it looked like Lucas recognized that as well. Played the other side of the 1, looking to bring the cue ball into that cluster of 3. Nearly did it. But he has left this 1 on. There may be a small chance that the 10 ball's hampering Mario's approach here. Yeah, you saw he was elevated over that, but that didn't cause a problem. And that cue ball has run right back down to the bottom end of the table. And the 4 is blocking the path to the top right pocket, so we'll need a big shot here, Tim, if he wants to stay at the table.
Oh, there's still a lot of work. And this is not gonna make things better.
Oh, did that just freeze against the 7?
Oh, it might still go to the top left. It's horrible awkward queuing.
He's queuing like he can play it past the 4. Oh, he's gone for the cut into the centre with a good chance of cover on the 6 and has got it, and Lucas really not getting a look in at all in this third rack. It looks like there's a small chance he could make the pot here, but it's got to go over the 6 to get there.
Oh, and look at this second prize behind the 5 ball.
Oh.
Clearly was not trying to do that, but Mario might have the carom on the 10.
Yeah,
I think it's super close. This is a good chance.
I like your thinking, Tim. He's got to make the jump shot first, but a really good chance he can carom onto the 10 to the bottom right pocket. Wow. Good spot, Tim. More importantly, Mario Hay spotted it. And in quick fashion, taking a 2-1 lead here in this deciding set. And really has put himself in the driver's seat. And Lucas sat in his chair with his arms crossed. Didn't really have much to work with in that rack. A couple of rolls, you may say, but he also got one himself just at the end there. But it didn't provide a problem too hard for Mario. That will be one of the highlight shots, I'm sure. So
Well, we have seen a lot of defense overall. Not that many of these offensive shots, so this one is definitely one of the better for today. Yeah, I like how he's hit the break there, nice and square. He's made the one shot on the two, but then again, no future to get on the 3-ball.
yeah, really not been getting the rewards consistently from the break. Has had a couple of good breaks though. Certainly looks well on his way to getting it working. Is he looking at hitting the 2-ball round 3 rails, trying to get the cue ball behind the 6? I think the cue ball's too close to the rail for that. Oh, to bring the cue ball round 3 rails, needs to roll.
Yeah, I think he's got it. Lucas coming right out of the gate with the jump cue. It's called a 3-railer, which I don't really think a 3-railer on the 2-ball is available. So definitely will be just trying to bank the ball 4 rails. It was definitely going to run into the 6, guaranteed. And look at this for a present.
Well, arguably the clearance is on with the 4 to the 5 where it is. But an early 10 to get Mario Hay on the hill will be just what the doctor ordered. It's a bit tricky.
And he's missed it by quite a bit. He's caught a bit of a roll though. He's not left something on, but I was gonna say if he makes that, you know, I was already thinking about this one song, you might know it. They start with, "It's the most wonderful time of the year," you know, like Santa is coming to town was going on in my head.
It doesn't ring a jingle bell at all.
Oh no. Well, now again, he is pushing the 2-ball near the 10. So I'm not saying Mario will 100% have a go at this 10-ball. But if that 2-ball came off the reel just a bit more, it would have been on. So he is playing with fire.
Yeah, a lot of traffic to find there. I'm not too sure if he has though. It doesn't look like a jump stick this time, Tim. Lucas will be looking to come with the fire. Oh, and that will not be it. Needed to avoid the 6 with the 2 to put Mario in a difficult spot. As you can see from this angle, the 2 doesn't have a clear pathway to the center pocket. There is the smallest of gaps. Maybe we'll be moving the 4.
Oh, he's also got the wrong angle to get down table. What is the best option here? Cross side, maybe bank it, follow the cue ball, go for the combination, run the cue ball around the table. Yeah, I do kind of like this.
I mean, if he can make the bank and leave the cue ball in the bottom left, he might even want to look at the 3-10 combination, although the balls are set out quite nicely here. Well, was he dicing with death? Looked like if he was going for the crossbank, he definitely didn't hit it hard enough, but I'm sure he wasn't. Just looking to maybe bring the 9 into play. And the look on Mario's face suggests that he hasn't got it.
Well, I have a feeling this rack is far from over, though. He needs a favorable bump. He's actually on the 3 ball if he would like to cut this.
Oh.
Could also... Or the straight back. Leave the cue ball under the 8. But the 6 might be blocking the 5 ball now too, so a lot has happened in only one shot. It's called a 4 on the side. Oh, and if he had made it, he would have been in a lot of trouble.
I'm holding my head here, Tim. I couldn't get my head wrapped around that shot at all. However, no time to. Mario at the table with a 2, possible 3 rail escape here onto the The 3 ball makes it, but doesn't get safe, and more importantly, doesn't make a rail. Okay, Lucas, ball in hand, sir. You're trailing 2-1 in this deciding set race to 4. What do you do? Well, you look at the 3-10 combination.
Oh! Cue ball stays. We're 2 each.
Oh. Well, keeping it as exciting as ever. Lucas Fracasso Werner gets the score back to 2-2 in this deciding set. Started to think that Mario was just putting his foot down a little bit there. But yeah, Lucas stuck in there, dug deep. He's got the scoreline back to level and gets the break.
Well, it kind of feels like it's shootout time, don't you think?
Well, I was doing a little carnival dance while you said that, Tim. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, it's a great spectacle for us in the box and at home. I'm sure that will be the last thing on Lucas's mind. The first thing will be to stay at the table here after his break. Doesn't look like he's going to. And 10 may just be hampering the 1 for Mario here.
Yeah, I think it does. Surely could get the jump cue out. Still needs to land perfect on the 1 ball. Not even sure if he can get on the 2 ball nicely, but he's just going to jump himself out of trouble. Maybe leave himself across corner on the 2 ball. Oh, we might see another.
Keep the jump stick in your hand, Mario. Oh, maybe not.
Well, it kind of looks like... Oh, he can kick over the bottom short rail. So I was going to say it looked like the 7, 5 and the 8. Everything might have been blocking the kick shots. But it does not. He could go 3 rails. Make the 2. Get shape on the 3-9. But maybe I should stop drinking the Fanta. He's scratched.
Well,
oh, boy.
I don't know, Tim. Maybe Mario should have listened to you because he scratched off his decision there. We are not losing this.
It was such an obvious scratch too. Like, I'm very sure Mario's seen it before. I'm just wondering, like what's going on? I might not sleep tonight, and I'm not even playing.
Please don't go to sleep yet, Tim. There's quite a lot of pool left in this match.
The player that gets on the hill first does have the big advantage of a guaranteed shootout.
Yeah, that makes this a big rack. Lucas.
And you gotta say also, he's lost the first set. Sure, he had a little bit of help with Mario not making the 10 to make it a hill second set. But he's definitely jumped it up, like he struggled in the opening one. But now he's looking more settled, managing the time clock more well. Just one good shot to the 7 ball. I feel like the 7 ball could cause some problems. And he's now come up too short. Will he be playing for a 7-8 combo?
Yeah, maybe forced into it, Tim, if he's finished too straight on the green 6. Looks lined up pretty decent for him. And, well, could leave the 7 where the 8 is. If he finishes straight on it, could make it quite a nice tempter.
Could not have placed himself any better, at least. But he needs to hit it that straight, and the 7 might be moving to the short rail. So he's gonna play this with some pace. Oh, he was trying to hold it. Held it nicely though. A bit more of a cut. One good shot and you kind of feel like guaranteed to be on the hill. Oh, he's missed the 7 ball. Can you believe it? One good shot there.
Do you know what, Tim? I think he was thinking exactly what you were saying. Recognized the importance of that. And he was stretching, made it difficult. And well, it's his turn to give a Christmas present to the opponent. And well, 30 seconds ago, you wouldn't have had Mario Hay down as getting on the hill. But a mistake from Lucas Fracasso Werner, and we do find Mario Hay getting to the hill first in this closely fought contest. In this deciding set, 3-2 he leads. So guaranteed a place in the shootout in the very least. For our stat lovers at home, some great information as the sets have played through. Tim, I will be print screening these for future reference. This is great stuff. So, Mario Hay to break, leading 3 racks to 2. Lucas must win for him here to get on the hill and take us to a shootout. Mario Hay breaking from the side, looking to stop that from becoming a possibility.
Well, he's made one. Is the 1 ball gonna dress up nicely? Well, it's a bit of a cut, but look at all the space near the center of the table. If he can get this 1 ball in, somewhat of a shape on the 2. This might be bad news for Lucas.
Yeah, and in fairness, Tim, I do feel a bit for Lucas. You summarized it really well. The grit and determination he's had, not only to get the second set, but also to give himself a great chance in this 3rd set against a real tough opponent in Mario Hay. And Mario's making a mistake here and there.
Yeah, just like that 1 ball, so it's definitely not over. You made it almost sound like it was over. But the same counts for Lucas. If he can get on the 2-ball with the 4 near, I don't see a reason why he could not run out and bring this to a shootout. Oh no.
Well, I don't know if the vision or memory of his 7-ball miss in the last rack is still haunting him a little. May have got away with it though. If that 6 has come to the rescue, maybe Mario can just swerve it around a little bit, turn the cue ball over, causes extension. Big shot.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's either that or you're playing the right side of the 1 and bringing the cue ball under the 7. Oh, he's ginned it. Absolutely ginned it. Look at the cue ball. The spin helped him to get on the 2. But this is just unbelievable ending, really. We might be in for a lot more drama though. I mean, it's not like Mario has played the prettiest pool of his life. So, I mean, we still have to see him clear up from this position. And there is probably some traveling from the 8 to the 9. So, buckle up. We might not be over here.
Yeah, really good call, Tim. There may still be a twist and turn left in this final set. Mario will want to put it to bed at this opportunity. But yeah, as you said...
For a second it looked like he had a bit too much angle on the 6, but he might still be able to draw away from the 9. Oh.
He wasn't, Tim, and got a chunk of it. It's not turned out too bad. He's not looking too happy with himself, maybe because he's stretching, but not a bad result.
Well, he has pushed the 9 in a little bit of an easier position to get to. I mean, almost anywhere on the table. So it's all about making the 8. This is it. So it's these 2 balls to qualify for the last 32.
Yes, Tim.
Yeah, so that means Mario Hay indeed is going through to the last 32, and Lucas will have to try again.